What is going on, everybody? I'm actually going to do a review video today, mostly because the lake is I like to hunt and fish. I don't really care much for reviews. I like to show y'all that bows work while I'm testing them out on fish and critters. But since the lake here is 22 feet above normal and it's not hunting season, we're just gonna have to go over things old school, like review, and then later I plan on hunting and fishing and doing all sorts of cool stuff with this bow. This is William Tell's Scout, and I just love it. You know, I hadn't showed it to you before because I wasn't sure if they were going to have a steady supply. I didn't want to like show y'all something and then y'all not be able to buy it, but they hollered at me the other day and said, hey, we're gonna have a steady supply. This bow is gonna be a thing for a while. And I was excited because I have really been wanting to hunt with this bow. I just haven't because, you know, I didn't know if y'all could get it. Now, check this out. It's all metal except for the limbs, and it is collapsible. So you push this up and it locks into place. It has a 100-pound draw. It's all there. I have shot it. I plan on deer hunting with it, to be honest. It has a collapsible stock. It's pretty heavy built. Like when I seen this bow on their website, I thought, I don't want that. That seems silly. When I got my hands on it, I thought, I'm an idiot. I wish I had got that earlier. Now, like I said, I plan on doing some hunting and fishing with it. It comes with these standard just iron sights, and then pretty sure it comes with a scope if I can find it. Yeah, a little 4x4 scope that snaps on there. And then it comes with just some of these 13-inch darts. I think I'll have to look and see if that's what they sell them with. Give me a second. Let my neighbor just rolled up in a diesel truck. Okay, he's shut it off. Hold on a second. These people are coming here. Give me a second. Let me see what everybody wants, and we'll get back on this. All right, we got that dealt with. That was somebody that wanted to know if I wanted my lawn mowed. We poor people around here, I mow my own lawn. I ain't paying nobody to do that. Can't afford to. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it comes with these 13-inch darts. These are just target darts. They have a fixed point. They weigh 300 grains, but I plan on doing some hunting with it, so I'm gonna use a 22-inch crossbow bolt because I need something I can screw a broadhead in. This one right here weighs 450 grains. I just weighed it. So let's put this thing across the chronograph. The manufacturer advertises that it will shoot 270 feet per second. It has a 100-pound draw. Now, I said the manufacturer advertises that it'll shoot 270 feet per second, not William Tell. But the manufacturers usually exaggerate that a little bit. So let's see if it'll actually shoot 270 feet per second with their dart. This is their dart that comes with the bow. 211. That's actually not as bad as what, I mean, that's off, but I've seen it a lot worse. Sometimes the manufacturers exaggerate those feet per second ratings a lot. They just, I don't know why. I guess because they're trying to sell y'all bows. Let's see what it'll do with one of these 22-inch crossbow bolts. This is what I plan on hunting with. I'm gonna shoot deer with it. I really am. 176. That ain't too bad. That's a little slow for deer hunting, but it'll get the job done as long as you're inside 15-20 yards. Not because it won't punch all the way through, because deer have a tendency to move like we've talked about with the other little bows. Let me show y'all how this breaks down real quick. It's a survival type bow that goes in a backpack. It is made to break down. So you just unscrew the back of it there, and then the stock collapses. And then there's a little button here. It's a latch. You just push that latch and rock that forward, and the limbs fold down. And then you can put that thing in your backpack. Look at that. Uh-oh, we bumped the camera. That is cool. Like I said, when I seen it on the internet, I thought, nah, I don't want no part of that. But when I got my hands on it, I just fell in love. So let me show y'all real quick how to sight these iron sights in. Somebody asked me the other day, they wanted to know how to sight these iron sights in, not the scope, but the iron sight. So with this, the rear sight has a little knob right here, and this is going to adjust your elevation, high and low. The front sight has little knobs here, and that's going to adjust your windage. Now you have to pay attention here because, let's move this out of the way. I want to show y'all something. Let me describe this real good. All right, so this left and right is going to be your windage. So if you're sighting the bow in and it hits to the right of your desired bullseye, you're going to have to move the front sight on this particular bow to adjust the windage. Now, if you want to move your arrow to the left, you're going to have to adjust your front sight to the right. So when you're adjusting the windage on the front sight, you move it opposite of the direction you want your arrow to go. Now, this right here is going to be your elevation, your up and down. So say the arrow hits above your desired bullseye, you're going to have to adjust the elevation by turning this little dial on the back. It'll raise that up and down. Now, it's just opposite. If you want your arrow to go down, you're going to have to move your back sight down, right? So if you want it to go up, you're going to have to move your back sight up. It's backwards. If you want it to go right, you're going to have to move your front sight left. So y'all think about that for a second. Replay the video 4 or 5 times. If you want to adjust your windage, you're going to have to move your sights opposite of the way you want your arrow to go. If you want to adjust your elevation, you're going to have to move your sights the same direction you want your arrow to go. It sounds complicated, but it is really not. Now, I like this little scope. I had this scope on it, but I took it off to do a little bow fishing last year. And let me tell you, this bow is on point for bow fishing. I bought me a bow fishing arrow because we are fixing to wear the fish out as soon as the lake goes down. But this scope, let me see if I can get it in here where y'all can see through this scope. Keep on tinkering around with it till I think y'all can see through it. Now those mill dots and lines actually represent yard markers, and with this particular bow, they're 5-yard increments. So if you sight the very first crosshair in at 5 yards, I know that sounds close. Well, then the next crosshair will be 10, then 15, then 20, then 25, and so on. If you sight the very first crosshair in at 10 yards, which is what I did, well, then the next one will be 15, 20, 25, and so on, just like that. And it works really good. And I did that with this 450 grain bolt and a broadhead. I mean, it was perfect in 5-yard increments. Now, that's all I got on this bow. William Tail's got it up on their website. I think it runs in the $200 range, a couple $100. I think it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's all metal, which I think is super cool. It weighs about 6 pounds. I'm just in love with it. Y'all gonna see it a lot this fall. Y'all gonna see it a lot this summer as soon as the lake goes down and I can bow fish. But until then, y'all are gonna have to tolerate maybe a review or two. I don't know. Y'all want to see me shoot it once or twice across the yard? Let's shoot it at range a couple times, just so y'all can see how it shoots, and then we'll end the video. Let's try it at about 15 yards. That's about how close I like to be to deer when I shoot them. Seems like 10 yards they bust me. 20 yards just too far. Let's try it. That'll kill a deer all day long. Watch out, watch out.
I'll pull it out.
I mean, you can try to pull it out. Whoop. Good job. Let me see it. Let's take another shot. Oh, that is money right there. We're going to get this sucker all sighted in for deer season here in a couple months. And I don't know. Y'all just hold tight for them deer hunting videos. I appreciate you watching. If I missed something, y'all let me know in the comments and we'll figure it out later. So that's all I got. We will catch you next time.